what these people are doing? They have applications developed where you call them up or you send them via an application message. They'll come to you and they'll pick the clothes and any other wastage of your home, and that will be recycled and that will be used back. This is one venture. And I think some kind of venture has come to Shark Tank as well. क्या था वो? ऐसे कुछ था. It was the same business model. And then you have Voltas water. Every day in our state, because we are a water abundant state for your information, हम लोग कितना पानी फेंकते हैं? Yes. If you go to Rajasthan, people do not have water to drink properly because we have a lot of water. And if you ask me, we are using at least 3 to 4 buckets of water to bath every day. Yes. But if you go to these places like Rajasthan and all, they do not have proper water to bath. They do not have proper water to drink. So you'll have to save water. And Voltas, it's a Tata company. Voltas is the one who is into water management. And then you have got Zomato. What is Zomato doing? यहाँ Zomato है तुम्हारा? Yes. Swiggy तो है? चलो कोई नहीं. कोई बात नहीं. Talking about these two then. Zomato and Swiggy. How are these people polluting? Just think. Every year, every month, Zomato has 3,26,000 active delivery partners. कितना? 3,26,000 active delivery partners. And how are they delivering you? How are these people delivering you? कैसे? From their bike. And उनका bike किससे चलता है? पानी से. और पेट्रोल से अगर तुम बाइक चलाओगे तो क्या होगा? Pollution. So Zomato, it is thinking that they are going to go pollution-free bikes. They are going to go in the next 1 or 2 years. Right now they have around 4,000 or 5,000 vehicles. They are thinking that they will have to shift vehicles. But the problem is that there are some research papers which suggest even EVs are polluting more than the normal ones. We do not have a proper mandate right now. Then we have got Flipkart. Flipkart is for responsible communities and production. How do you think that Flipkart is responsible for proper production and consumption? This is not for communities, this is consumption actually. Responsible consumption and production. How is Flipkart helping you guys in responsible consumption? Can anybody say? Giving offers. Yes, that is one thing that is improving your lifestyle. That is improving your lifestyle. And anything else? क्या? Comparing several products. और कुछ? Fear? FOMO. Fear of missing out. Yes. चलो. मैं तुमको एक चीज बताऊं. 3 साल पहले आप ऐसे इसमें कोई भी है जो कि फ्लिपकार्ट में नहीं खरीदा है? 3 years back. Is there anybody from this group who did not buy from Flipkart? Only you. 5 years back. Is there anybody in this group who did not buy from Flipkart? Okay. Okay, fine. 3 years back that चीज है. 3 years back, Flipkart was delivering your products. वो जब product deliver करा था किसमें दे रहा था? किसमें? Yes, plastic. Today, after 3 years, Flipkart is delivering your what? Carton boards and paper. That is how they are changing the way people are consuming things. And then we have Ola over here. What is Ola? It's a taxi aggregator. Yes or no? But I'm not going to talk about taxi aggregator over here. I'm talking about Ola as a EV segment pioneer. Ask me this, socho. Agar if I ask you one question, who is the leader of two-wheeler industry in India? कोई बोल पाएगा? हाँ? ना. हाँ? Two-wheelers, bikes. Bikes तो कौन leader? अरे आँख बंद करके अगर बोलोगे तो आँख से निकल आए. हाँ? Hero, Honda. वो अभी दोनों अलग हो गए. ठीक है? It's normally हाँ fine because wherever you go you find these two vehicles either Honda Activa, Aviator, Theo. Hero का तुम्हारा जो भी Glamour, Passion, Pro, this that हाँ या नहीं? जो चीज दिखता है वही तो leader है. As simple as that. So normally when you go, market leaders is either Honda or Hero. Once it is Honda, once it is Hero, once it is Hero, the other time it is Honda. 27-26% का दोनों का मार्केट शेयर होता है. अगर वैसे है कोई भी टेक्नोलॉजी अगर चेंज होता है सबसे पहले चेंज प्रोडक्ट किसको लाना चाहिए? जो मार्केट लीडर है. यस और अगर चेंज प्रोडक्ट जो मार्केट लीडर है तो आइदर होंडा का होना चाहिए या फिर हीरो का होना चाहिए. लेकिन हमारे पास आज के दिन में मार्केट में सबसे ज्यादा two-wheeler EVs इसका दिख रहा है. That is Ola. So these are the ways these people are into green entrepreneurship. Yeah, that comes your social entrepreneurship. ठीक है, देखो social entrepreneurship has three components. What are the three components? तो कुछ बोल सकते हैं, मतलब social entrepreneurship three components में बटा हुआ है. One is people, the other one is planet, the other one is profit. Yes, if I will cater to people in some way, just take an example. I do one program called as financial literacy. I have already trained around 5,700 students. Financial literacy का है ये program. What is the advantage of financial literacy for people? क्या होगा financial literacy? Do you think there is a change? Yes, there is change. Of course, they become literate about finance, which means that they are going to improve the standard of living. Whom did I cater to? People. Once people's standard of living increases, they will think about planet. कैसे? बता रहा हूँ. अगर तुम्हारे पास पैसा है, 1 लाख रुपए तुम्हारे पास, you want to buy a bike, 1 लाख रुपए में, कौन सा बाइक खरीदेगा? 1 लाख रुपए. हाँ, मतलब मोपेड, 1 लाख रुपए तो मोपेड, कौन सा? नाम बता. मोपेड मतलब स्कूटी का जेनरिक नेम है मोपेड. सीरियस नाम? जुपिटर. Anybody else? एक्टिवा. और कुछ? एवेंजर कौन बोल रहा है? What? प्लेजर. ओके, ठीक है, चलो तुम्हारा कैपेसिटी बढ़ा रहा हूँ. अब 2 लाख रुपए का 1 लाख रुपए में अब 2 लाख. अब बोलो कौन सा बाइक खरीदोगे? हाँ, बुलेट. रॉयल एनफील्ड चल पाएगा बुलेट? ओके, इसका मतलब आप लोग एक प्रॉब्लम मेरा भी आ गया है, बिकॉज़ यू डू नॉट नो द प्राइस ऑफ EVs. EV prices are normally higher than the ones that are using traditional engines. ठीक है, अगर किसी के पास भी जाओगे, उसको अगर गाड़ी खरीदना है, अगर पैसा कम है उसके पास, he'll go with what? The engine that uses petrol. Yes or no? But if I have money in my pocket, I'll definitely choose which one? EV, because I'm telling you guys, EV is better, has a better ride quality. तुम्हारा consumption of petrol is down, और monthly expenditure comes very very down. That is the reason people will choose EV. But the problem is with EV is that outright तुमको 50-60 हज़ार का एक्स्ट्रा देना पड़ेगा. तो ये अलग का प्रॉब्लम. Like I said, if people's standard increases, they can think of planet. चलो एक और चीज. You see these lights? Yes. सबके घर में ये लाइट लगा है आज के दिन में. ये लाइट का भाव क्या है? कितना है? ये जो बार लाइट है, इसका भाव क्या है? 200, 250 होता है. ठीक है, आज के दिन में हर किसी के घर में यही वाला लाइट है. अगर तुम 10 साल 15 साल पहले चले जाओगे, घर में कौन सा लाइट आ रहा था? क्यों? बिकॉज दैट वाज चीप. आज के दिन में क्या वो अवेलेबल नहीं है? दैट इज अवेलेबल इवन टुडे. बट व्हाई डू यू शिफ्ट फ्रॉम दैट लाइट to this light? Because you are having money in your pocket right now. So that's the reason why I said from people, planet, and from planet, ultimately who is gaining? Me or any other person who is related to you. So this is what is called as social entrepreneurship. Yes. And one thing about social entrepreneurship is poverty. No poverty. What happens if you are poor? And what is the average per capita of our country? $28,000. Yes, $2,800 the median per capita. But there are people who are living below that, which means that they are having an income to the tune of 2,000 or 3,000 rupees in a month. Just social 3,000 rupees ka income, and they have a family of 4 people. How can they manage? So poverty is the biggest factor that has to be changed. And who can change this is social entrepreneurs. There are lots of social entrepreneurs who are into uplifting people from poverty. And how do you uplift people from poverty? कोई बोल सकता है? One particular family is poor. How do you get them out of poverty? पैसा देके? Then
employment.
Giving?
Employment.
Second hand product is cheap. Okay. Or
Employment.
Employment, yes. And how does one get employment? By improving the skill set. By improving the skill set. There are lots of societies in our country who are improving skills. For example, if you see, there are lots of ladies in the villages who are being taught how to stitch. क्यों? उससे पहले उनके पास कोई प्रकार का स्किल नहीं था, दैट वाज एम्प्लॉयबल इन द मार्केट। आज के दिन में दोनों हाउ टू स्टिच, दे आर इनटू मेकिंग अगरबत्तीज, जानते हो मिशन शक्ति, तो मिशन शक्ति, यस मिशन शक्ति, ये इवन दे आर मैनेजिंग कैंटीन्स राइट नाउ। मिशन शक्ति, दे आर मैनेजिंग कैंटीन्स, दे हैव cafes. How is this happening? Because they have been trained to work for, like if you have a order of 50 people at a time, not everybody can cater to that order. Only those people can cater who has got trained in that. सोचो फॉर एग्जांपल तुम तुम्हारा घर में रसोई कर रहे 5 जन के लिए, अगर सडनली 50 जन के लिए करने के लिए बोलेंगे तो कर पाओगे नहीं? Why? You know how to cook, but you do not know how to cook for 50 people at a time. But you can cook for 4 people. What is required over here? The skill set of cooking for 50 people, and that is being given by lots of NGOs. Second one is zero hunger. Can you recognize this thing? अक्षय पात्र. अक्षय पात्र जानते हो? नहीं जानते हो? कौन कौन नहीं सुना है? बता रहा हूँ। 5 रुपए का मील दिया जा रहा है। The state of Odisha, you are getting, I don't know if there is a canteen of, नाम क्या कैंटीन का? आहार। मेरे को जब भी अक्षय पात्र आता है, कल अम्मा कैंटीन, because first time I had it in Chennai. अम्मा कैंटीन is the one who also provides free meals. वहाँ 2 रुपए था, यहाँ 5 रुपए। 5 रुपए में you get भात एंड दाल, ठीक है? एंड अचार, ठीक है? 5 रुपए में you get that. Who is giving that to you? This particular organization called as अक्षय पात्र. They are into midday meals. Midday meals में स्कूल में जो बच्चों को मील दिया जा रहा है, वो भी देता है। एक बार बताओ, तुमको 5 रुपए में वो भात और डालमा देता है, तुम क्या उसको कहें? तुम यहाँ पर नो रिलेशन, तो वो लोग 5 रुपए भात डालमा हो सकता है क्या? हाँ, फिर तुम मिल कैसा है? मिल कैसा है? तुम्हारा भात एंड डालमा is being sponsored by some company, and in our state it is sponsored by OMC. They have a thing called as CSR, सुने हो? Corporate Social Responsibility, तुम्हारा corporate account होगा, corporate law में होगा। Corporate Social Responsibility कौन बोल सकता है? कितना परसेंट? कितना परसेंट का प्रॉफिट उनको देना पड़ेगा CSR? हाँ, 10%। पता नहीं? हाँ, 2%. 2% of the average 3 years will be given as corporate social responsibility. वो पैसा दे रहे हैं करके बाकी सब लोग 5 रुपए में मील खा पा रहे हैं। अब दिक्कत ये है भाई, दुबला भी तो खा लिया रात वो तुम में से कोई करेगा? Yes, great. Then we have got something called as good health and well-being. ठीक है? WEL है, इसलिए we have the next updated slide. ये वाला पुराना है इसमें, ठीक है? सुनो, we were talking about this clothing, like we said that we have clothing produced to the tune of 12 times of the global population. समझ में आ गया? We have lots of wastage. Yes, how do we cater to that wastage? This particular organization called as Rooms, वो क्या करता है? Whatever clothes that I have, like you guys said that you have clothes in your closet which are not used, you can give it to somebody. They will in turn distribute it to people who want it. This organization is doing that. Which organization? Rooms. And then you have quality education. ये वाला किसी को पता है? किस फाउंडेशन? किस फाउंडेशन जानते हो? किट तो जानते हो, हाँ, क्योंकि तुम्हारा रील्स किट का आता है, किसका नहीं आता, ठीक है? But उसका bread and butter, किट का bread and butter is this, for your information. Yes, Collegiate of Social Science. And what is this foundation doing? As we speak, his foundation has 1 lakh students in their institution who are being taught free of cost. एक रुपए भी नहीं लिया जा रहा है उनसे. They are being taught from class 6, which means I don't remember class 6 or class 1 से till class 12. They are taught free of cost. Completely their boarding, their eating, everything is borne by his foundation. अब तुमको लगेगा कि सर 1 लाख लोग से क्या होगा? Like I said, there is a family who was poor their entire generation. Then another generation came that becomes poor, and another generation comes that becomes poor. What happens with educating one person from a generation? This chain of poverty is broken somewhere. And from then on, nobody in this family becomes poor, which means his foundation is not catering to 1 lakh people. It is catering to 1 lakh families from now on forever. Now and forever. So this is a social entrepreneur. The Ajit Sama is the one who is behind this. Yes, and like I said, education is the most important tool to uplift anything. जितना भी हम लोग पढ़े हैं अभी, if you educate people, everything can be done. And for your information, education is not treated as a profit-making entity. तो वो बता ये चीज़, हाँ, मतलब education का जो भी दे रहा है, उनका जितना भी पैसा आ रहा है, वो लोग कभी उसका ऊपर टैक्स नहीं देते. आप लोग कल के दिन में 7 लाख से ऊपर अगर कमाओगे टैक्स देना पड़ेगा. ना जानते हो किड कितना कमाता है हर साल? वाइड में 1000 करोड़. 1000 करोड़ के ऊपर 1 रुपये का टैक्स नहीं है. वाई? बिकॉज इंडिया में एजुकेशन इज ट्रीटेड वेरी वेरी राइचुअस ट्रीट किया जाता है. इसलिए यू कैन अर्न एट द सेम टाइम यू डोंट हैव टू पे टैक्स.
अदर करोड़ ये नेट प्रॉफिट और
रेवेन्यू. ठीक है. एंड देन पीस एंड जस्टिस. पीस एंड जस्टिस. Every person should get justice in their life. There was a movie called as what was that movie of Surya? Jai Bhim. देखे उसमें? Did you watch Jai Bhim? That movie was entirely about justice because that was a poor community who could not afford a lawyer and they were not getting justice. Only those people who had money, they were the ones who were buying justice. Justice was not given; it was bought. It was bought. So there are other NGOs like this Jan Sahas. This is the one who is educating people to know their rights, what your rights are. These people are helping you right. So, अगर आप देखोगे broadly these categories of social entrepreneurs and the categories of green entrepreneurs. मैं कहाँ से लाया? Google करो आज Sustainable Development Goals of UN. SDG. सुने हो नाम? Yes. Sustainable Development Goals of UN में जितना भी categories हैं, if you cater to everything, you are definitely going to save the planet. Now, having said this, enough of this. Now, I want you guys to understand one thing. When we're talking about entrepreneurship, I also told you guys to be an entrepreneur and how to become an entrepreneur. That is the question that should get into your mind. हाँ सर, हमको तो कोई बोलता ही नहीं है entrepreneur कैसे बनेंगे. कोई बोला आपको आज तक a formula for entrepreneurship? Because there is no formula. इसलिए कोई बोला नहीं. But we can talk about something. Just a minute. Yes. How to start a business? For starting a business, the first thing is you need an idea. And how do you get an idea? That is one more thing. Idea तो कुछ चाहिए, but how do you get one? Can anybody tell me how to get an idea? Yes.
problems of your life.
Problems of your life. Very well said. Anybody else? How do you get an idea? तुमको कोई बोला था मतलब बिजनेस स्टार्ट करना है? From here? Nobody? ठीक. क्योंकि कभी तुम सोचो कि ये वाला बिजनेस करने से अच्छा पैसा मिलेगा? कोई भी सोचा है आज तक? तुम सोचो कौन सा बिजनेस है? एग्रीकल्चर. एग्रीकल्चर तो हो रहा है आज के दिन में. कौन सा एग्रीकल्चर? ऑर्गेनिक फार्म. ऑर्गेनिक फार्म. चलो, और कोई कुछ बोलना चाहेगा? हाँ? कपड़ा. कपड़ा. ओके. और कुछ? और कुछ? अगर हाँ, यस.
प्लास्टिक को रिसाइकल करके हम लोग उसको कैसे यूटिलाइज कर सकते हैं.
वेरी गुड. रिसाइकलिंग ऑफ प्लास्टिक एंड रीयूजिंग इट. उसको बोलते हैं तुम्हारा अपसाइक्लिंग. यस. और कुछ? मेडिसिन क्या बेचना है? बनाना है. बनाना है. आता है तुमको फॉर्मूला? तो
Can do in this field also.
यू कैन डू इट इन दिस फील्ड. ओके. अगर मैं आपको एक चीज बोलूंगा, आज से अगला 3 महीने तक whatever problems you get in your life, what's your name? Manoj Kumar Lenka, whatever I said, whatever problems you get in your life, every day write it on a paper. Definitely you will be having problems somewhere. ठीक है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल घर से आ रहे हो, यहाँ पे हमेशा ट्रैफिक हो रहा है. घर से आ रहे हो, ये वाला तुम्हारा जॉब में कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है. ठीक है. सोते वक्त तुम्हारा कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है. खाते वक्त कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है. Every day you are getting some kind of problem. You write all those problems every day for 3 months, and you will see that in these 3 months problems, you will find some problems that are very common. there will be some problem that will be very very common, or वो problem is a probable idea that we can have. This Kendrapada, by traveling to this place, will I get an idea? How? By coming,
By talking with people,
by talking, I was talking with my friend.
other
people आते वक्त किताब किया, मतलब नारियल का पानी किया, तो मोटा को जस्ट बोला गया नारियल चाहिए और उसका पैसा लेके आ गया. To observe other people, no. To observe that locality. To observe that locality. इस locality में क्या बिक रहा है? इस locality में क्या बिक रहा है? वो चीज के लिए हम ट्रैवल करेंगे. Yes. चलो, अगर ये भी तुम you are not agreeing with this thing, that this can be an idea, I am going to give you an example. Flipkart हर कोई जानता है. Flipkart is a homegrown brand. वो क्या खुद का create किया हुआ है? Did he create it on his own? Who is that? He मतलब कौन है? सचिन बंसल. सचिन बंसल is the founder. तो अपने मन से ये वाला create किया था क्या? Flipkart मेरे दिमाग से आया है भाई कुछ चीज, तो कहाँ से? No कौन बोला है? Who said no? Yes.
copy of Amazon.
Exactly. Flipkart is a copy of Amazon. Bad word. तुम्हारा you are saying this thing. क्या है वो? Ola. Uber. Very good. Oyo. Odia boy. Yes. क्या?
USA hotel.
ओयो है, वो कहाँ से आया? Airbnb. बिग बाजार कहाँ से आया? Walmart से. Very good. So every idea, 90% or I would say 99% of all the businesses that you see in our country are copied from some other country's business. इन लोगों को पता कैसे चला? Sachin Bansal was there in US working for Amazon. तुम्हारा Paytm's Kunal Bal, sorry, Paytm, what's his name? Cred का Kunal Bal. That idea, your Paytm and your phone pay, everything is copied from a idea of Elon Musk called as PayPal. Yes. तो तुमको अपना दिमाग मतलब माथा पीछे नहीं करना भाई मैं कुछ नया ही क्रिएट करूंगा. नो. चाइना फॉर एग्जांपल, कल अगर यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स में अनाउंस हुआ एप्पल इज गोइंग टू लॉन्च, अभी कौन सा आईफोन चल रहा है? 15 चल रहा है. हाँ 15 कल बोलेगा कि एप्पल इज गोइंग टू लॉन्च इन अनदर 20 days. फॉर एग्जांपल दिस इज February 28th तक एप्पल इज गोइंग टू लॉन्च iPhone 16. February 28th is the date given by Apple Inc of United States. February 27th का evening को exactly same phone, same design, higher specs, lowest rate will be launched in China. क्या फर्क पड़ता है? आज के दिन में तुम्हारा क्लास कितना जन के पास आईफोन? रेज ऑफ हैंड्स नहीं है. कितना जन के पास चाइनीज फोन? रेज ऑफ हैंड्स. एवरीवन. अगर तुम्हारे पास स्पाइस और क्या अपना होम ग्रोन ब्रांड है? हाँ? नो, वीवो, ओप्पो, रियलमी, पोको, OnePlus, सबका सब चाइनीज ब्रांड है. माइक्रोमैक्स और आईकॉन, ये सब किसी के पास है क्या? माइक्रोमैक्स एंड आईकॉन किसी के पास नहीं है, which means that everybody has a चाइनीज ब्रांड. तुमको कुछ भी फर्क पड़ा कि वो वाला ब्रांड किसी और से कॉपी किया है, कस्टमर को क्या चाहिए? वैल्यू एट लेस प्राइस. तुम अपने दिमाग में लगाओ. You don't have to create new things. You have to just get it from somewhere. क्या कौन? Look for the patterns. And what is pattern? How many you are? Yes. Constant repetition of something. Okay, that is a pattern. Or yes, which was a history and it is going to continue. मखाना जानते हो क्या है? What is मखाना? मखाना नहीं जानते? लोटस सीड, उससे जो बनता है पॉपकॉर्न फ्रॉम लोटस सीड इज मखाना. आज के दिन में मखाना इज सोल्ड एवरीवेयर. 5 years back मखाना was not sold. Why? People are becoming conscious about health. Yes. तुम्हारा केंद्रापड़ा में how many gyms जाते हैं right now? कितना जिम है? जिम तो होगा. हाँ कितना? 7 to 8. 5 साल पहले कितना जिम थे? कितना? 1. ये 7 to 8 जिम पोस्ट कोविड बहुत ज्यादा आ गया. Why? Because post कोविड people have developed a pattern of healthy living. और जैसे तुम्हारा हेल्दी लिविंग हुआ उसके साथ रिलेटेड जितना भी चीज है, मखाना, फॉक्स नट, मखाना को फॉक्स नट बोलते हैं, मखाना हो गया, दिस दैट हैव यू सी लॉट्स ऑफ सीड्स, फ्लैक्स सीड्स, इतना घटिया होता है फिर भी आधे लोग खा रहे हैं बिकॉज़ उनको ओमेगा 3 फैटी एसिड मिलता है। पहले तो पता ही नहीं था, डेफिनेटली पता नहीं था, नॉट जोकिंग, लेकिन आज के दिन में पता है। Why is this happening? Because people are developing patterns of that, and you are seeing lots and lots of gymnasium. People are going to dance. People are buying lots of running shoes. पहले running shoes ज़्यादा नहीं खरीदते थे, and this is the pattern that has developed post COVID. Growth of the nation, like I said, India is the, I didn't say it, I'm going to say it right now. India is the nation that is having the highest amount of growth among the emerging economies. We are the fifth largest economy with $4 trillion as our GDP, and we are going to surpass every other economy in the coming 10 years. इसका मतलब ये है, इसका मतलब क्या मैं समझा रहा हूँ। तुम देख रहे हो cars है। 10 years back, the total number of cars sold in our country was around 10 lakhs. 10 years after that year, if we ask this year's number, closing अभी तो पूरा नहीं है, I'm taking last year's number then. Total number of cars sold were 22 lakhs. Why? 10 साल में more than 100% growth in the sale of cars. Why is that? Can anybody say? How is the standard of living increasing?
With the growth of the nation.
With the growth of the nation. Anything else? तुम्हारा क्लास में how many of you own a car right now? Your car, not your father's car or mom's car. Nobody. If I tell you, ask you one question, in the coming 7 years, will you own a car or not? Yes. Why is that? Because your income is going to increase. The same thing is happening in India. Average age of India today is 32. While I was studying, average age of India was something around 26. Those who were students 10 years back are right now earning. If you are earning right now, you will always have increased consumption. So if there is a growth of the country increases, which means that you can always have a new idea. If you come to Bhubaneswar, you go to Bombay, you go to Calcutta, you will always see new ideas coming up. People are having salons for these nails. आया नहीं? वो nail art तुम लोग देखते हो? कितना खर्चा है? 5,000 रुपया, 7,000 रुपया लेते हैं वो लोग। ठीक है, अब पूछो मत मेरे को कैसे पता है? ठीक है? So why is this happening? How are people able to pay 7,000 rupees to design your nails? Because they have got money right now. Yes, people are buying lots of branded clothes. Gucci, Armani, Zara is not that expensive. Yes, are expensive. Ask me to pick right. Odisha did not have a 5-star hotel. Now we have got ITC. We have got Taj. Why is that happening? Because people are living in there. And how are people living in there? Because there is an increased income. Which means that if the country is growing, you will always have new business ideas. अब तो देखो they have come up with Oculus, virtual reality, Internet of Things. These things you see, lots of new products are coming up. If anything you think of inventing, you can do that. But if you want to go slow and small, these things you'll have to remember. Any business idea will definitely come from one thing, that is by solving a problem. Every business idea, everything in this world without an exception has definitely solved one problem also. Am I right or not? अब तुम पूछोगे सर Facebook क्या problem solve किया है बोलो? Social connection, exactly. I can be a friend of a college of Kendrapada by staying in Bhubaneswar. I can be a friend of some person in Delhi by staying in Bhubaneswar. Yes or no? This social connection that is established after the Facebook came. Of course, उसके साथ there are lots of love stories that happened after Facebook. Yes, ask me about that. So this is what has happened. Everyone solved one problem. That is, Facebook came up with one problem. That is, United States में Facebook कभी सोचा नहीं था वो इतना बड़ा होगा. वो देखा था United States में people are lonely. तो क्या करना है उनको? Give a friend. And that one exploded. सबको friends चाहिए. Yes, आज के दिन में you need followers. You don't need friends. You need followers. Yes or no? भाई वो मेरा friend हो नहीं. मतलब she is following me. मैं उसको follow back नहीं करूँ. But I am very happy with that. he or she is following me because I need increased followers. That is also again a thing that some companies are getting those things to you. And next one is timing. What is timing? Timing, do you think timing of a product is really important?
Yes, sir.
Yes? Yes, sir.
સર દાખલા તરીકે તો જ્યારે ફોન નહોતા તો સ્માર્ટફોન માર્કેટରେ એમઆઈ પહોંચેલા બ્લેકબેરી નોકિયા ସବୁ ખતમ
खत्म हो गया, ठीक है। तो इसका मतलब उसका टाइमिंग वाज इंपॉर्टेंट।
બ્લેકબેરી सब चेंज करने कॉन्स्टेंटली तो
वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड, यस। सिट। एक कंपनी है कॉल्ड एज ग्रोफर्स, सुने हो नाम? यहाँ पे शायद नहीं है। बिग बास्केट, बिग बास्केट। व्हाट डज बिग बास्केट? इवन स्विगी जीनी, स्विगी का देयर इज अ कंपोनेंट इन इट्स ऐप कॉल्ड एज स्विगी जीनी। वो क्या करता है? क्या करता है वो? हाँ? नहीं। अटेंडेंस जनरेटर व्हाट? Anything. If I want a product from Mr. Lenka, he'll give it to Swiggy Zini, he'll come and deliver it to me. आज के दिन में बहुत जोर से चल रहा है। 5 साल पहले one friend of mine founded the same business, but that failed. Why? Because people did not believe in that at that time. आज के दिन में why people are believing? Because we do not have time. And what do we have? We have what? Money. We don't have time. We have what? Money. That's the reason why we are believing in this Grofers, big basket. कितना जन फ्लिपकार्ट में आज के दिन में कैश ऑन डिलीवरी करते हैं? Raise your hands. कैश ऑन डिलीवरी कितना जन करते हैं? ओके, अगर बैंक का ऑफर होता है, अब बोलो कैश ऑन डिलीवरी कितना जन करते हैं? यस सर, हाँ वही तो बोला, बैंक ऑफर और कैश बैक मिलता है तो यू आर नॉट गिविंग कैश ऑन डिलीवरी। व्हाई इज दैट? बिकॉज यू ट्रस्ट इन फ्लिपकार्ट। कैसे हो? लेकिन 10 साल पहले तुम चले जाओगे, 8 साल पहले चले जाओगे, nobody was giving cash, मतलब other than cash on delivery, because they did not trust the seller. So timing, at that time one thing was not possible, now it is possible because of the timing and the changed circumstances. Then working capital. Why do most business houses fail? क्यों? I got a wonderful idea. मतलब वो आइडिया मेरे को बहुत सारे मेंटर भी बोले जैसे $1 बिलियन आइडिया, मतलब भाई ये आइडिया तुम्हारा आज जाकर बिजनेस करेगा, 5 साल में ये वाला $1 बिलियन तुमको देगा ही। लेकिन उसके बावजूद आइडिया बीइंग वेरी ग्रेट, दैट बिजनेस फेल्ड। व्हाई? हां,
मल्टीपल रीजन है करे
गोटे रीजन कोनो
एक्सपांड करे, वेरी स्पीड
एक्सपैंड करबा, देन fail to raise funds and
टीम मैनेजमेंट
and approach. If I give one word to all these things, can I say this word to be as execution? Yes, idea was really great, execution was bad. 5 साल पहले 7 साल पहले तुमको बोलते थे you need to have an idea. Now it is said that everybody has an idea, but only that person is who executes that. ठीक है? अब वर्किंग कैपिटल में नॉर्मली व्हाट हैपेंस, एवरी बिजनेस एंटरप्राइज जो नया शुरू होता है 4-5 लाख हाथ में लेके आए, बिजनेस खोल दिया, ठीक है? अब क्या हुआ, सोचो 3-4 महीने तुम्हारा बिजनेस नहीं चला, तुमको फिक्स्ड एक्सपेंडिचर देना, हाउस रेंट, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, योर दिस लेबरर, एम्प्लॉय, दिस दैट, सब खर्चा तुमको देना, उसके बाद तुम्हारा क्या वर्किंग कैपिटल खत्म, तब करोगे क्या? नॉर्मली दैट इज व्हाट पीपल डू। What people do is that they do not think of working capital. वो लोग सोचते हैं भाई I got an idea, मेरा immediately आज के दिन में hit हो जाएगा, and I don't have to think about it. Normally it is said working capital तुम्हारा 12 से 15 महीने तक तुम्हारा हाथ में होना चाहिए। If you ask me, मैं थोड़ा और ज़्यादा serious है, I keep it for 4 years. 4 years का अगर तुम्हारे पास working capital and your expenditure है, then get into it. Otherwise there is a chance that this idea might fail. Execution, like you guys said, I don't have to say that. Future business ideas, you have to think beyond your time. Even Microsoft did think beyond its time. Steve Jobs did think beyond his time. There are some brilliant entrepreneurs who are thinking beyond their time. That's the reason they have, even aaj ke din mein bhi, if you ask me which is the best mobile phone brand in the world, it's Apple. Go and Google it. Yes. Why? Because they thought about it way back than people thought about it. Most important, risk. अभी तो we had this web series, इसमें क्या बोलता है, रिस्क है तो इश्क है तो मजा है, ज़्यादा रिस्क ज़्यादा इश्क ज़्यादा मजा। लेकिन देयर इज अ प्रॉब्लम। रिस्क हमेशा तुम्हारा होना चाहिए कैलकुलेटेड। क्या होना चाहिए? कैलकुलेट। मतलब भाई मैं 5 लाख का धंधा पे आई एम रेडी, अगर मेरा पूरा का पूरा डूब गया धंधा, पूरा का पूरा धंधा डूब गया तो करूंगा क्या? ठीक है। और इसमें जैसे मेरे पास अभी 3 धंधा मेरा डूब के आ गया, 17 लाख गवाया हूं। I lost 17 lakhs in the last 3 business ideas that I was into, but still that did not hamper whatever I'm doing because that was my calculated risk, because I was ready for that, right? ठीक है, अगर ये वाला धंधा गिरा मतलब इतना लॉस होना है, I am ready to take that loss in. That is the problem. People do not come up with a calculated risk. मेरा एक दोस्त है who is working in SBI at a very good position. And one night he called me and he says, bro, I want to quit my job. I said, why? Oh, the branch guy is the head of that. I said, why? SBI is तुम लोग का जो dream job है, he wants to quit that. Okay, that's why. He said that I want to start up. Great, do it. Then I said, what's the idea that you have? He said, no, after quitting I'll think. So was this risk calculated or not? उसका मतलब क्या? He is frustrated with his job. He doesn't want to go there, and he is coming and telling that I want to start up. I said that bro, this is more frustrating because there you are not losing anything. But if you lose 15, 20, 30 lakhs, no, then again you will go back and you will tell them, no sir, I am okay, I don't want to be the branch manager. Just give me the starting job post. I am ready to do that. Yes. Then comes your this one. What does this particular picture suggest? Achieve your dreams, yes or no? Yes, which means look at this dog. It wants this bird. Do you think this bird, this dog achieved that bird? Did it catch? अरे पता चल रहा है भाई, can catch it. ठीक है, वो देखो वो कैसे मतलब कितना पास है. Definitely the dog caught the bird at what cost? At the cost of death. Yes, that's what I said. This is calculated. This is not calculated. Always take your risk accordingly and तुम्हारा risk appetite के अनुसार take it. And if I have to go today and immediately take away everyone, one suggestion from me. Everybody has some kind of saving. Yes, 500 रुपए का saving किसके पास है? Raise your hands. घर को मत दो. किसके पास 500 रुपए का saving है? 500. 500, okay. 1000. 1000, 2000, 3000, 5000. Chalo. Can I assume that everybody in this room has at least 1,000 rupees of saving? You don't have 1,000 rupees of saving? Pocket money नहीं मिलता है, घर में मांगो. ठीक है? 1000 रुपए आज से invest करो. Invest. Why do I want you guys to invest 1,000 rupees? Is to make you understand how the businesses work. For example, Tata Power का share is 400 rupees, 399 or something. If I invest in Tata, कल के दिन में Tata मेरे को 20 रुपए पड़ गया मेरा, 400 से 420 हो गया, 5% पड़ गया. उसके बाद वाले दिन 10% घट गया, 420 से तुम्हारा आगे कितना? हाँ, 380 के पास आ गया. ठीक है, और वही रेंज पे. अब एक बात बोलो, तुम डेफिनेटली जब तुम्हारा भाव गिरता है, इंसान का साइक से जब भाव बढ़ता तो खुश होता है, कभी देखता नहीं क्यों बढ़ा है, लेकिन जब गिरा है तुम तो देखो भाई क्यों गिरा है. तो इससे तुमको एक चीज का पता चल गया यहाँ पे, क्या? हाउ द बिजनेस ऑफ पावर इज वर्किंग. यस, सो व्हेन यू इन्वेस्ट एट अ वेरी यंग एज ऑफ योर्स, ऑफ कोर्स यू गाइस आर नॉट यंग इन द टर्म्स ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट, इफ आई हैव टू से, यू आर इवन आज के दिन में तुम लेट हो गए अगर इन्वेस्ट नहीं किए हो. इफ यू इन्वेस्ट एज अर्ली एज पॉसिबल, there is chance that you may learn about lots and lots of businesses. उस business जो भी चीज कर रहा है, as it is you can replicate in a smaller way. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, do that for now. And entrepreneurship is something that happens only when you talk a lot about it. तुम्हारा इस बैच में कितने जन बार-बार business ideas के बारे में बात करते हैं? You talk with whom? You talk to your senior. Anybody else? With whom?
Myself.
With yourself. Okay, that's also way of talking again. Anybody else? And आपको हंसी लगता होगा नहीं, जितना भी तुम्हारा इंक्यूबेशन सेंटर्स है, इंक्यूबेशन सेंटर जानते हो ना, जहाँ बिजनेस आइडिया को डेवलप होगा, वहाँ पे क्या होता है जानते हो? They will talk about this business. For example, this is the business idea that I have. What shall I do more? What shall I do more? What shall I do more? आज के दिन में अगर ये टॉक करोगे, there is a chance that there will be one enterprise from this college to be started in the coming 5-10 days or 15 or 20 days. At least कुछ भी नहीं होगा तो you can bake cake, cake बना सकते हो. Yes, एक बार करो, एक बार. I'm telling you, very easy. One of my students has done it. She is a student, huh? You know her? She is pursuing company secretaryship. What she did is 12,000 रुपए. I asked her how much do you invest? She is from this place called Balisor. 12,000 रुपए she got it from her friends and everybody. She learned how to bake. Now she is selling online. She does not have a shop. She does not have a shop. She is selling online. तो 12,000 रुपए तुम्हारे से हो सकता है कि नहीं हो सकता? हो सकता है. अगर नहीं है तो तुम्हारे सर को मानो पैसा. Your sir will be your angel investor. He is an angel. He will become an investor and will take 60% अगर तुम्हारा क्या बोलो तो वो business hit हो गया. Hit हो गया तो loss हो गया. क्यों? Loss हो गया तो पूरा वो लेगा. Hit होने से 60% वो लेके जाएगा. 50 क्यों? ना नहीं को तू कितना पैसा दे रहा है? पूरा पैसा वो दे रहा है. हाँ, आइडिया भाई, आइडिया दुनिया में भरा पड़ा है bro. That's the reason why I said घमंड मत तो आइडिया मेरे पास है करके. आज के दिन में तेरा आइडिया जो तेरा दिमाग में है ना, भारत में 1 लाख जन के पास होगा. भारत में 1 लाख जन के पास होगा. इसलिए मैं बोला always about execution. समझ में आया? And try. This is a very helpful technique that always talk about. मतलब एक my entrepreneurship का class में it will not work. You will have to talk among yourself. Bring great ideas. Then there is a possibility that there will be one uniform coming from this college itself. That I want to end this lecture. Thank you so much. Any questions you guys have? Yeah. Please. If you have any questions, did I complete it early or what?
Sir, I am Manoj Kumar Lekha, BCom first year from one of the greatest colleges in India, Extramural College. Sir, basically my question is how the successful entrepreneurs are thinking and how they create the innovative ideas and apply them in their businesses, and most importantly how they can bear the pressure of failure and overcome them. Because you all know 90% chance of the business is going to fail in next 5 years. And basically I want to know that full package of becoming an entrepreneur from you, sir.
You said you wanted to have a great life while the time at the time of your death, right? Now if I ask you,
Great life,
yes, great. If I ask you, what is the probability of that thing happening? Very? But still, are you thinking about it or not? Yes, that is how an entrepreneur thinks. Even there was a less probability, you still think that if there is a 0.1% chance, that 0.1% is mine. Exactly. भाई किसको अपना पैसा गवाने का मन है? मेरा मन था कि 17 लाख गवाने का, पर फिर भी मैं लगाया था कि नहीं? क्यों? I thought that 1% or 2% chance जो है हिट होने के लिए वो हो सकता है. That is the only thing that an entrepreneur can do. And again, like I said, you don't have to be really innovative. Some idea has been there, over there, it will get back, you just copy it, do it. ठीक है? हाँ.
Sir, my second question is, as we all know, entrepreneurship and startups are very similar. But if we see the number, in entrepreneurship around 10% chance to become successful, and if we see the number of startups, around 1 lakh startups are registered in India, but around 1 startups can become a unicorn. If we see the percentage, around 0.00006%, and if we see the profitable unicorns, around 17, like Joho, Zerodha, and if we calculate that their percentage, they are around 1 in a 5,000. And if we reduce this number, 1 in a 1,000, then how it is possible from 10% to 1 in a 1,000? What is the biggest problem in startups, and what is the advantage of entrepreneurship?
The thing that you asked is again a 2-hour lecture. Do you guys have time to sit for another 2 hours? I can answer this question.
Yes, sir.
Yes? But movie was 5 minutes, right? See, like I said, every failure in entrepreneurship comes down to only one thing, that is execution. Comes down to one thing, that is execution. Every enterprise that is not able to execute that thing properly fails. That is the reason why mostly all startups fail. And you do not go by the jargon, startup, entrepreneurship. भाई मैं तुमको बोला मैं सीधा सारा धंधा करो, धंधा करने से पैसा कमाओ, उसके बाद अगर वो एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप में कन्वर्ट हुआ, मतलब स्टार्टअप में कन्वर्ट हुआ, that's a great thing. And for the information of all the students over here, if you register, if you have a startup and you register that in Startup Odisha, every founder will get 20,000 rupees every month in the first year for the males, and for women it is 22,000 rupees. इसका मतलब आपको आपका खर्चा के लिए चिंता नहीं करना है, सरकार चिंता करेगी, बट आप लोग एक बिजनेस मॉडल दिखाना पड़ेगा उसके साथ। They'll give you research, they'll give you 10 lakhs for the product development as well. So go, after this session ends, go to Startup Odisha, check out what all they have to offer to you guys and how you can become an entrepreneur after that. Yes? Anything else?
ସାର୍ ପଢ଼ା ହେଇଯାଉଛି ଯେ ହେଲେ କେମିତି ହେଉଛି ଜାଣି ମାନେ ପଢ଼ି ଦେଉଛି ସାର୍ କେମିତି ପଢ଼ୁଛି ଜାଣି ମାନେ ସିଲାବସ୍ ଯଦି କାଲି ସକାଳେ ନ ହେବ କେମିତି
ମୁଁ କହିଲି ତୁମକୁ easiest thing is studying, my dear friend. Easiest thing is to study something that is already there. So you do not think about it. You study, I don't say that do not study. Study, but try to get an idea and implement them as soon as possible. And right now if you do it, there is a chance because you have got a lot of time. Graduation पढ़ने के लिए कितना टाइम लगता है? सच बोलो। कल अगर एग्जाम है, आज शाम का क्लास पढ़ेंगे, हाँ या नहीं? तो पूरा साल भर कर क्या है? क्या अलग अलग क्या कर रहा है? तू नहीं कर रहा, बाकी लोग क्या कर रहे हैं? पूरा साल भर क्या कर रहे हैं? अगर 3 साल में तुम्हारा एग्जाम तुम्हारा हो रहा है 18 दिन, 18 पेपर है तो 26, हाँ 3 साल में 26 पेपर है, तुम लोग 26 दिन पढ़ोगे और 3 साल में कितना दिन हुए? 730 and 300 प्लस तुम्हारा 1030 and 60, 1090 के आसपास तुम्हारा दिन है, हाँ 1095 days तो you're studying only for 26 days. बाकी दिन तुम कर क्या रहे? 1066 days, what you guys are doing? Think it in those terms. Long term, because see everything. And if I have to say, चलो छोटा सा चीज बोल रहा हूँ मैं, कितना जन को अच्छा अंग्रेजी आता है बोलना? थोड़ा थोड़ा आता है, बाकी सब how many of you know how to speak proper English? See, if I say you can speak proper English if you give time in the next 3 years, will you guys do it? And why would you do it? Why do you have to learn English? Why do you have to learn English? You want to know the mindset of other people. If I have to say something, English is the language which increases the way you earn by at least 30 to 40%. Will you do that? अगर आपको अच्छा अंग्रेजी आती है, आप लोग 6 लाख रुपया 7 लाख रुपया कमाने का आपके लिए क्षमता है, that will increase the क्षमता by 30% outrightly. And if you have to increase that, at least you have to study for 3 years in a proper way. अगर तुम लोग को सही में वो चीज चाहिए, I can help you out. And I can help everybody over here in terms of mentorship in any business that you want to get in. Yes, but मत बोलो सर मेरे को बैंकिंग करना है, आप मेरे को रीजनिंग लॉजिकल रीजनिंग ये करना नहीं, तुमको धंधा करना है उसको जरूर है और पढ़ाई भी करना है। come to professional courses, CA, CMA, this thing. What happens once you come is that you will know what real study is. अभी तुमको लग रहा है कि मैं पढ़ रहा हूँ, नहीं भाई तू नहीं पढ़ रहा है, तेरे को बस लग रहा है, तेरे को लग रहा है तो हाँ एग्जैक्टली। जब CA करोगे तुम दिन को 16 घंटा 15 घंटा 14 घंटा देना पड़ेगा नॉन स्टॉप, एंड दैट्स रियल स्टडी होता है और उसमें आप एंड दैट विल डेफिनेटली चेंज द वे यू थिंक अबाउट लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स। And I would tell, because we are 80 people over here, I would definitely expect lots and lots of CA registration. Why do I say CA or CMA? The reason is that MBA आपको अगर करना है after your graduation, it will cost you 12 to 15 lakhs. Yes, CA और CA में करोगे, अगर इंस्टीट्यूट का बात करेंगे, इंस्टीट्यूट just takes 50,000 rupees from you. 50,000 रुपए आप इंस्टीट्यूट आपसे चार्ज करेगा. That too in installments. पहले तुम दोगे 10,000, उसके बाद दोगे 20,000, उसके बाद दोगे 30,000, ये पूरा 5 साल. 50,000 चार्ज करके, the average package of a chartered accountant or a cost accountant starts at 12 lakhs. Starts at 12 lakhs. Highest package last year का मैं बोलूँगा, CA has given 28 lakhs, CMA has given 27 lakhs. 50,000 रुपया का खर्चा है, 27 लाख का तुम्हारा क्या है वो पैकेज. अच्छा डील है कि नहीं? CA और CMA एक ही चीज मांगता है, क्या? तुम्हारा टाइम, energy and hard work. They do not want money. They are least bothered. Chartered Accounting Institute and Cost Accounting Institute is least bothered because whatever courses that we provide are world class. अगर बाहर जाके देखोगे, this course will be bought at the rate of 30 lakhs minimum. So देखो same course what CA sells, NISM करके एक organization है, आज जाके Google करो, financial modeling, portfolio valuation, 35,000, 60,000 रुपए लेते हैं. CA तुमसे 500-600 भी नहीं देते. So do it. And make yourself proud, your community proud, your parents proud, your teachers proud, and your college proud. A college becomes great only if the students of the college are great. Remember this. Yes? Yeah. Anything else? Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, anyone have any question? They can ask to sir.
क्लास में बहुत ज्ञानी लोग हैं, एक लड़का के अलावा बाकी सब ज्ञानी.
Anyone?
Sorry,
Now I would like to request Mrs. Y. Padmavati ma'am, HOD, Department of Commerce and Management Studies, to felicitate our resource person, Mr. Avinash, for this. Every good thing comes to be an end. Now I would